Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
Able to slither by.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out comes the San Francisco offense as they are led out by their quarterback, the man known as Jimmy G. That's Jimmy Garoppolo. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage.
He's got the lane, and there he goes.
Okay, baby, come on.
Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Russell Wilson leads out the Seattle Seahawks offense. The veteran Wilson, a third-round pick back in 2012.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Warner in on the tackle.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and
well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, it's Carson. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
These two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember Week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning in the NFC West and earning.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Marquise Lee, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks a 2-point conversion away from tying the game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Come on, now.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know.
He will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown.
Complete to number 18.
Dante Pettis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6.
seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with two PATs. They got the two-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 23.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now second and 6.
To throw on second and 6. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On the carry.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On second down, here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
This is Carson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
30-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got daylight. He's at the 40, past the 20. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. What I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Jeff Swain, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive.
Dances by him. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
31, Raheem Mostert, the ball.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mostert.
Raheem Mostert, the ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And down he'll go at the 25. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
32-yard.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at about the 32.
He gives it off to Carson.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Chris Carson.
And a tackle there by Quan Alexander.
By Quan Alexander.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. Lee's got it over the middle. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lee. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Out of the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. To throw again is Wilson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. He'll find Metcalf, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
A big gain on the play.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, Charles, it's always contentious division rivalry. I'd say even a little spicier than we're used to. A well-documented war of words on social media between two of the top players on these teams. That has really added a layer of intrigue.
Well, we've never turned down a little extra zest to a game, have we? But you're absolutely right. The social media beef between these two stars, in a lot of ways, ridiculous, maybe even a little bit childish as most people would look at it. But it's also made this game one of the most talked about regular season matchups that you and I can remember. So I don't know that we're complaining. I know we also can't wait to see how it plays out on the field. And that's the thing to remember here. The one with the bragging rights will not be who gets the most likes or dislikes or whatever you want to put on social media, because I'm not as versed on it as I should be. But it really comes down to who wins the game today.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Quan Alexander. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson, short throw to Disley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
First down.
A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes, just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
San Francisco.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
He's out of bounds behind.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
17. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And he'll throw right away.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
Throwing again. Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Lee. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Draw play. This is Carson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Play action. It's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. They run it with Carson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now it's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lee. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
A gain of 7.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Makes the score Niners.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 35.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11. A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo.
That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because in the back of the end zone, never let a guy catch one in front of you.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
45-yard line.
From the gun, Wilson.
And that one complete to Hart.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
18 more yards there and another first down.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A throw over the middle, taken in. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys? This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
Wilson's pass.
Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Shrugs him off. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
At the 10-yard line.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete. Intended for.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. This is caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity,